the 15-minute candle to close. Let's take a look on the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame is bullish. 30-minute time frame is also bullish. 15-minute, there's that break. There's that break above. But still, something tells me that I need to wait here a little bit. Wait here a little bit. If I wait a little bit more, I think the move may be missed, but also it's important to wait to see how the 15-minute candle will close. And while I'm waiting for the 15-minute candle to close, this can very well fill this wick here 20 pips away and then continue on towards 3,400. So that will be kind of like, maybe like 5 minutes more. 5 minutes wait. The new 5-minute candle has started over here. We got 5 minutes left here for the candle to close. 5 minutes left for the candle to close. So, I mean, if this continues to push up, then I'm probably going to miss the move. Waiting on the 15-minute to close. So that's going to be a missed move there. But yeah, the stop loss could be around 33.90, which is you're looking at like a 38 pip stop. But your range is, you got like a 70 pip range for price to continue to 3,400. 70 pip range. Oh, wow. We hit 400,000 subscribers on YouTube. Insane. Beautiful. 400,000 subscribers on YouTube. That is pretty good. That is pretty good. The candle is about to close. Should I go in with about impulse entries? No, with the dynamic risk. Right? Lower lot size. Lower lot size, right? Yeah, I think that could be good. Keeping the stop within the range. And as the next candle forms, yeah, I think it's good right over here. Dynamic risk. For price to continue pushing up to, say like, 3,400 should be good. But yeah, I'm gonna go on with like a lower lot size. Oh, look at this. USDTRY. You remember this? USDTRY we were talking about yesterday? What's the swaps on this thing? $183 swap. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's good. USDTRY. Yeah, I'm in a USDTRY buy. Look at this. Already up in profits. This is a buy I took on USDTRY, and there's no stop loss. There's no stop loss on this because look at the daily. Look at this daily on USDTRY. I think we will fill this wick on the daily right over there. So I think I may want to increase my TP all the way up over here to fill this wick. Right there. All the way up there to fill this wick. Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at that. Gold is continuing to push up over here. 13, 14, 12 pips in profit. Got 20 pips on gold. Very nice. Oh, nicely done. Very, very nicely done. Looks good with 34.10 as target. 34.10. Yeah, I think if you can go to like 3,400, I think it should be good. Till, 3,400 should be good. I think like maybe 20 pips from this area. Maybe like, what is this? Yeah, 20 pips, something like that. I think I'll take it there. What is this? Yeah, till like, 33.97, 33, like, that part there. I mean, we're running at about 18 pips, 19 pips in profit, 17 pips in profit. So, we'll see. What pair is this? This is gold. Ooh, someone got 20 pips. Beautiful, Prashant. Any views on India's attack on your country? No views. It doesn't affect anything. The war that's happening, it really doesn't change anything. I'm from Turkey, and you can be sure it is not gonna fill that wick till end of year. That's fine. That's fine. I'm going to keep holding because your country is going down when you compare it with the US. Turkish lira is going down against the US dollar. That's what's happening. 100%. That's what's going on. So I'm going to bet my little one lot on that. All right. Ideally, what I would like is, I would like this candle to break above its own high. And how much is it? 70, 60 pips, 16, 16, 19, 18. New candle is formed. 18, 17, 20. Okay. It's not a show off. It is show off, not a war. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Yeah, I can't stop that war. Trust me. I'm in no position to stop that war. Yeah, I secured over there 20 pips because, I don't think we can continue till 34.01, but I would be looking for a move above 34.02 to continue all the way up in this 290, almost like a 300 pip range. That's going to be a very, very, very good idea, the trade idea. I'm going to be willing to hold above 34.02, 34.01 for price to continue to push up. Yeah, I think that's going to be better. Thank you guys for the 400,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it. It's actually very amazing. The feeling is absolutely amazing. All right, let's see here. What do we got? What do we have going on today? Wow, look at that rejection. Yeah, I didn't like that. I did not want that to happen. Sometimes when price moves, you can just feel it. You can just feel it's going to continue moving. But sometimes, you can just feel it. There's going to be some sort of retracement happening. Is the connection bad, everyone? No, the connection is perfectly fine. Let me switch this to HD. And take a look over here. Oh yeah, we are actually streaming in HD. Not bad. Wow, look at that rejection. Look at that rejection. 33.97 is daily pivot. Rejection can drop to 33.55 and lower. Ooh, 33.55 and lower. Are you sure? 33.55 and lower? Are you sure about that? If you're sure about that, I'm about to open up a sell just based off of that. Just based off of that, I'm about to open up a sell. What was the other trade you increased your take profit? Well, it's going to be above 34.01 because you need to have like a very solid range for price to continue to push up. But this buddy over here in chat is saying we're rejecting 33.97 because of a daily pivot and we can continue pushing down towards 33.55. Where is it? 33.55. Let's take a look on the 1 hour time frame. 33.55. Ooh, right over here. Okay, yeah, right over here. Yeah, you know what? I don't doubt that. Let's take a look on the daily time frame. Daily is also rejecting. Weekly. Wow, weekly had a pump up on Monday and Tuesday, so I think there may be some sort of maybe some sort of retracement may happen on the weekly. But who knows? Why are you not speaking on the war? What the fuck do you want me to say about the war? Me talking about the war? Like what war? There is no war happening. Are you stupid? There's no war happening. You think India, one of the big economies of the world, would want a war? Are you crazy? You know the amount of impact, the financial and the economic impact it's going to happen on India? Don't you understand these little things? Like if a war happens, like these big businessmen and companies, corporations in India are going to look at Modi and they'll say, yo, bro, what the hell are you doing? Are you stupid? Why are you even trying to enter a war with a country that can't even pay off its debts? Like Pakistan has a lot of debts. They can't pay their debts off. You know, so they're not stupid. You know, it's not going to be any war. It's just like small skirmishes here and there. Raja, trust me, gold will continue to push down. Okay, here you go. Happy now? Yeah, just because you said gold will continue to push down, I'm going to open up this sell over here. All right, let's take a look at this over here. What's this? Executed by secure 23 pips, trade north, emotions confident, impulse entry and trend. Oh, beautiful impulse entry and trend. Initial stop loss was here. Beautiful. Amazing. Impulse entry in trend, and you made it work. That is very, very nicely done. Very, very nicely done. Can you provide an example of impulse entry rule that the candle's wick must not be more than 50% of the candle's body? Yeah, I mean, entry rule that the candles of wick. Can you send a chart, Steve? Because it's going to take me some time to find an example like that, but I think it's going to be important that you can send me a chart. Clear 10K funded account after 2 years of hard work using SRC. Beautiful. Very, very well done. Very, very well done. Why am I even in the cell over here? I closed my cell right over there. Even if it goes down, it's fine. I only took one trade. Like, you know, why am I even in that cell? Did that cell even make me profit? I made $15. Made $15. But yeah, if we can continue to push down, I think we can continue on to like 33.87. There we go. 33.87 should be a very good target for the sell over here. There's no lag, guys. Just refresh your browser and everything's going to be fine. Pakistan versus Please do an analysis on GJ. Okay, let's take a look at GJ over here. Pound yen is consolidating. You have a resistance up over here. And you have a support down over here. We are in this 36 pip range. And this is the resistance we have. And we can continue till 14 pip range in pound yen. I don't even think it's a good idea to look at pound yen these days. The only thing you can look at pound yen is maybe a break below, 190.800 for price to continue to push down. Which pair is this? This is gold. Will you please give some advice on how to get used to large numbers? I've taken 50K challenge. Just do the same things you're doing on a smaller challenge. That's it. Just do the same things you're doing on the smaller challenge. You made $15 but paid $105 in commission. Okay, retard alert. Yeah, because it's a 15 lot, buddy. It's a $15 lot. And look at the entry. This was literally like what? 2 pips. This is a 2 pip move. This is a 2 pip move. Don't get excited over $15. It was just 2 pip, whatever. The biggest mind shift that helped you trade consistently, the biggest mindset shift for me to help me trade consistently was knowing that if I'm scared of missing a move today, that same move will happen a week from now or a month from now, or maybe it's going to happen the next day. That was the biggest mindset shift. And I think we can continue on till 33.87 here in gold. Look at that. What is a daily pivot? I don't know. Ask the buddy who mentioned it in the chat, not me. I don't even know what the daily pivots are. I'm handling both funded and new funded account at once. It becomes a bit difficult to manage both trades at once, one from phone, one from laptop. I would say maybe just stick to one account. That's it. I think that's the best thing you can do for yourself. Just to stick to one account. I'm continuously trying to learn and watch live. How can I improve more and more every day? What would you advise me to do? I'm also noting down the trades in the book. Yeah, that's it. Just note down your trades in the book. That's all what you need to do. That's it. Wow, look at this. This will continue pushing down till 33.87. That was a really good close up over here. That was a really good close. Something inside me told me that, hey, Raja, I think you should be closing the trade right there. Let's take a look at this. Hello. Hey, good morning, bro. How are you? Oh, on Instagram. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Mm. Mm. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, exactly. Like we can't expect other people to have the same values. Mm. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, that's true, 100%. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's true. That's a very good point. Mm. Yeah, but also networking with the right individuals. Mm. Yeah, Yeah, exactly. It's different. With the purpose and with the arms, like with an arm's length, at this point. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, exactly. But at the same time, like also learn, like like build yourself in a way where people come to you rather than you going to them. Yeah, that was the main thing. But like yeah, like it's the same thing. Like you just gotta create your boundaries, and then you gotta just like maintain those. Never. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You're giving them the power. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Your whole character. Sweet, kind, harsh person. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like that's how you gotta be. Yeah, no, you know what? I've learned that a lot in the last year. I've learned that a lot in the last year. Huh. Wow. Wow. Our invoices dropped too, but didn't. Not that. Wow. Yeah, they must be crying. Like they must be saying, "Hey, let's get on a meeting. We have some new pricing now." Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Man, they're greedy. They're greedy. Fuck that. Yeah. I mean, no, bro. We're waiting for a license to come in. Yeah, they want the license now. So we're like, okay, we'll get it. Yeah, exactly. Like it's not that big, but the license will actually help with business. Yeah, okay. Okay. Like around three? Three. Done. Three. Okay, bro. Okay. Bye bye. Okay. 3387. A very important call. That's why we're good, but you are I'm not very rich, man. Trust me. I'm not. Like when you are in circles where people make way more, like you don't feel like you're doing anything in life. Trust me. It's sell, guys. Don't buy today. Trust me. Even FOMC will be sell. Just wait and see. See, the thing is with FOMC, we don't know what the outcome is going to be with FOMC. We just don't know that. How's your $2,500 account going? It was going great up until I decided to deposit more money, and then why did you think price would push down? Is it because of fundamentals, or you see some sort of price action? Because this candle moved up, this candle came back down in the range, and then that's why I was anticipating it to continue to push down. Also, someone out there in the YouTube chat, they decided that we are coming up to some sort of a pivot and we should reject. But it's a good thing I closed right over here. The intuition saved me a little bit of a drawdown, made like $15 over here. And now, wow, look at this, continue to push down over here now. All right, what's going on over here? But you anticipated the bearish move before it even happened? Yeah, I mean, it's intuition, right? Like, I mean, when you start to look at price at the same time for, let's say, like 4 or 5 years, you start to get this intuition in you that you can anticipate price moving in a certain way. You know, you can really anticipate price moving in a certain way, and then, like, even though you're not going to execute on it, even though you're not going to make any money on it, but you still will be able to anticipate different moves. I mean, if you take a look at pound yen over here, I don't think there's anything that's happening on pound yen that could be remotely interesting. Nothing. I mean, we're in this 27 pip range, and like, it's very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. This is the new 30-minute candle started on gold. Interesting. Where will I be looking for a sell in a clean range? I would think it would be once we break below 33.81 for price to push down in the clean range. But also since we're moving down here, now the dynamics have changed here a little bit. I'm streaming from South Sudan. Welcome. Can I trade from Australia? Yes, you can. By the way, this is the Dominion Markets platform here. No, we don't accept US clients. Let me see over here. I think what you can do is, there's another entity where you will get exactly the same trading conditions if you're from the US, and you can go register right here. You can register right over here, and you will get exactly the same trading conditions. Okay. Sir, may I ask, when did you decide to stop doing sales and do trading full time? What made you commit fully to trading? So when I was doing door-to-door sales, we were doing well. And then, like, whenever you're doing some sort of a business and you're on a managerial position, you get a lot of free time. And whenever I would get a lot of free time, I would be looking at Instagram, and I would look at these guys making money on this app called MT5, MT4. And I would see, like, guys were making, like, 4,000 a day, 5,000, 6,000 a day. Some guys were making like 10, 11,000 a day. And I was looking at that and saying, man, shit, like, I'm doing maybe like 2, 3,000 a day, but these guys are doing like 4, 5, 6,000 a day in a fraction of a time. So that got me a little bit interested in day trading, to see, like, okay, like, what is this? So I got in, and then, I mean, yeah, that's it. That's history. How did you become partner in MT5? By paying them money. Like, I'm not a partner in MT5. We just have their enterprise license. It's like $20,000 to $25,000 a month. I'm in drawdown. What would be your advice? Well, drawdown in what? USDTRY, USD ruble, USDJPY. What drawdown are you in, buddy? We don't know. Can my strategy work on the 5-minute? I don't know about the 5-minute, but on 15, 30, and 1 hour, amazing. I just passed 100K challenge. What is your advice? Good. Withdraw some money. I would like to join MFU. Does it have more knowledge than the video you posted on YouTube? Yes. Market Fluidity University is your one-stop shop for everything to do with price action and trading. All right, I'm waiting for some important emails to come in today. I've been waiting for these emails to come in today. We are doing a huge update to Dominion Markets. What's this invoice? $14,000. All right, let's take a look at this. I think we have the first sneak peek for the new CRM that we have for Dominion Markets. I think for that, I will need to turn on my VPN. But if I turn on my VPN, that's going to make the stream lag. Let me see if I can show that on the mobile. Do you think we can clear a 100K funded account when it is in the edge of losing it? My account is currently in 90,000. I should take it to 100K first, then to 130 cleared. I'm just $7 from the account. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think you should be going to funded accounts if you are not profitable on your account. Because if you're not profitable on your account, there's a very big probability you may lose the funded account. So that's something you will have to keep in mind. Is there any way I can join your business? I don't know. All right, look at this. Look at this rejection over here. The 15-minute candle is about to close. If we do close, we are rejecting this area. This is interesting now. If we do close, I think we are rejecting this area. Yeah, wow, look at that. So basically, we're just consolidating here at this point. Just reject. Okay. So we have Dominion and do. Wow, it's going to be a challenge. Anyway, would you consider impulse buys if we reject with this 15-minute and the next breaks the high? Impulse buys, if we break above the high, you got like a 43 pip range. I don't think so because, I mean, it's going to be better if you can wait for the 30-minute candle to close. It will be better that way. If you wait for the 30-minute candle to close. Okay, let's see over here. 1920, month is May, year is 1987. All right, select all the objects that can fit in this card. Remote. You can fit inside the given card. Remote, and okay, guys, I will show you something which no one has ever seen before. We're waiting for the candle to close here as well. And while I do this, this is very, very exciting. I will show you this on my phone. I just have to verify my email. And I think we should be good to go. Would you consider impulse buys if you reject this 15-minute and the next breaks the high? Yeah. No. Not right now. Look at the way the candle is moving at this point. No trades yet. No trades yet. Trading journal. Okay. On the phone. Yeah, it's not going to look good because we don't have any trades yet. Okay. So we have a new CRM that we're launching. Request desktop site. No, it's not going to happen. Anyway, we'll see. The 15-minute candles here about to close. Once this closes, I think if the next one can wick up and break its low, I think we can continue to push down. Here we go. This is the 15-minute candle close, 30-minute candles like this, 15-minute candle, if it wicks up, breaks below this low, I think we have like a 40 pip range for price to push down. It's a very, very small wick over there, like it's maybe like a pimple. Pimplish wick. Congratulations for 4K, 400K, thank you. Every day when I try to take impulsive entry and have clean range, price always come back, imbalance area, how to solve the problem? Nothing. You have to take a look at this way, right? Impulse entries are very, very risky. They're very, very risky. You need to be really good at waiting for the candles to close and making money on setups where candles close and then move into impulse entries. Like, for example, right over here, right? Right over here. This 15-minute candle has closed. We closed below this, you know, like whatever support area. And now if you're looking to take a sell on this current 15-minute candle, you have to wait for this candle to break below the low for it to continue to push down. At the same time, we have to understand that the 15-minute candles have already moved 100 pips. So what's the probability it can move another 40 pips? You know, like 6 months ago, gold daily move would be 100 pips. What does the KYC process look like for Torah markets? It's very, very simple. KYC process for Torah markets, but that's only for the US, you know, so yeah, it should be good. Wow, we have made some good strides on Dominion. Our new CRM is going to be live next week for Dominion markets, featuring market timing, featuring a trade journal. Wow, so many things coming up. So many new things coming up. See here, we have. All right, look at this. We've made this top wick. I think if we can break the low, we can continue on to push down. How much is leverage on Torah markets? For the US, I think it's 500 to 1. Millionaire trading one lot. So what? Broke ass not even being able. Is that the is that what you want me to say? Are you going to take sells after 100 pips down move? No, I'm not going to look for sells. Probably going to be looking for sells below 33.81. Are you looking for cybersecurity interns? Not at this point. Does Dominion Markets take Australian clients who want to trade stock options? Yes, but we don't have stock options. We don't have stock options. What do we got? We got, let's see over here. Show all. Okay, here we go. We have all these pairs. All these pairs you can trade. We have shares, Apple shares, Tesla shares you can trade. You know, let's take a look at Tesla shares over here. We got Tesla shares you can trade. You can trade coffee. Do you have coffee? Coffee? No, no coffee over here. But I think there's going to be a lot of volatility in coffee first thing in the morning every day. Swap charges too much. Of course, you're trading USDTRY. The swap charge is too much. Let's go. So we're breaking below the low. Stop 25, 26, you know. But I'm going to be looking for sells below 33.81 because over here I have more confirmation we can continue to push down. I took a buy at 33.89. Why? Game over, game over, game over, game over. Yeah, you took a buy at 33.89 while the candles were bearish. Of course, your game is going to be over, buddy. Can you confirm me the bias over here is bullish or bearish? The bias here is bearish. For funded account from Dominion Funding, can I use MT5? Not yet. How you can draw your rectangle looks like transparency. Well, it's a little magic you need to do in MT5. Take a look at this, right? It's a little magic. Yes, you can. You can, Anas. You can test our website, no problem. Do you have full video course on your YouTube? Yes, there's a lot of information on my YouTube. A lot of information on my YouTube. Until what I would think we can drop down to like 33.81. I think we can drop down to 33.81. Yeah, I think so. To drop to 33.81. You got to look at it this way. When I came onto the charts, my whole bias was buys. Okay, I took buys, and that's about it. I didn't get interested in sells. I took like a small sell, made about $15, but then that's about it. You never got interested in sells, didn't execute on sells for the long term, just looked at buys. That's it, took buys, and that's about it. You know, of course, now I can see price did go down with those sells, but was I worrying about the fact that I missed out on these sells? No, I was just like, okay, you know what? Let it be. Because tomorrow we can get it again. Your current bias is now sells based. You can counter trade. Set up? No, not right now. I'm giving away 325,000 funded accounts and Dominion funding details will be announced soon. Oh wow, good guy Cassidy is giving away 325,000 funded accounts. Where? Where does that happen? Take a look at this pound yen. Pound yen is breaking above, but you know the problem with pound yen is that there's not enough range. There's no range on pound yen. Even if you look on 30-minute time frame, 1 hour time frame, you know, it's just so shit. Oh, I think my mic is dying or something. Yeah, I think my mic is dying. The mic I stole from someone. It's actually dying. But that's besides the point. Well, I told them that I'm going to take it, so that's what happened. I've seen people spend 5 years in trading. What made you different? Just not over trading and not over risking. That's it. That's the one thing I think which sets people apart. So we'll remove all analysis and we will do fresh analysis over here. We have a resistance on gold and we have the support on the 30-minute time frame. Looking at the 15-minute time frame, I guess now we have a bigger range over here. Look how much prices came down. It came down almost like 111 pips. So I think it's going to be better to wait to see how price will react to 33.82, 33.81, and then see if we can continue to push up. This is going to be better to wait to see how price reacts to this level. How to draw a rectangle on MT5. Like this, you select the rectangle, you draw it, you right click, go to properties, and then from here you choose a color and you hit fill and that's it. You have a transparent rectangle. And that's how you do it. transparent rectangle. Can you suggest good funded account where I can still use MT5? Funding pips, it's pretty good. Is your mentor still in prison? No, he's not in prison. Stop thinking about people who don't think about you. That's the one problem I think the society has. I think the biggest problem people have now is that they start to think about people who don't really think about them. That is very weird, you know. I never think about the people who never think about them. I can't really understand that concept. How do you handle consecutive losses? I don't have consecutive losses, but I think the good question to ask would be, Raja, how do you handle consecutive wins? I think that's going to be a better question. Yeah, I mean, okay, so yeah, I've had some losses right over here. I think the way I handle losses is I just go through the next day. Like, look, on the 9th April, I had a $400 win. And then I had on the 9th again, I had a $67 loss. On the 10th, I had a loss. And what did I do on the 9th after having a loss? I called it a day. And then I came to the 10th. On the 10th, I had a loss. What did I do after that? I called it a day. And then I came to the 14th. On the 14th, I took a trade. I had a loss, $50 loss. Then I gave my trade a second chance, I guess. Yeah, I gave it a second chance. I lost. And then what did I do? I went to the next day. Then I went to the 15th. On 15th, I had a $70 win. Then I had a $63 win. Then 16th, I had a $300 win. You know, so it doesn't matter what's going on. If you're taking a loss, it's perfectly fine. You don't have to say, you know, like, I'm going to make this back and this is that. No, you don't have to do that. Next, I had a $1,000 win, $200 win, $200 win, and then I deposited $43,000 in my account because I saw that there was a lot of big moves about to happen on gold, so I wanted to capitalize on those moves. So I deposited 43,000, and then I started smashing. This was trade tariffs, trade tariff, trade tariff, trade tariff. Loss over here, did a little withdrawal, and and then that's basically what happened. So whenever you take a loss, just be calm and aim to come back the next day. How long can we expect move like this? I have no idea. We are in a very different economic environment, and any news outcome just moves the markets like crazy. Who's your mentor? It's irrelevant. Okay, so we got the candles closing over here. The 30-minute candles closing with a rejection. 15-minute candles closing right over here. So I guess we're creating a support. So we'll see if we can wick down to break the high to move up. We'll see. Thoughts on India versus Pakistan? No thoughts. How long does it take to withdraw 100,000 from Dominion? First, deposit $100,000 and then withdraw it. And then if you withdraw it by crypto, it's done maybe in like 3 or 4 hours. If it's a bank transfer, it may take like 2 or 3 business days. Yeah. Top tier trading PropFirm is good. Dominion funding is also, let's take a look at what's Dominion funding up to over here. Dominion funding.trade. Let's see what's going on over here. So Dominion funding is backed by Dominion markets. The same trading conditions which you get on Dominion markets is what you get on right over here. Withdrawals are processed under 48 hours. If not, you get 1.5 times that withdrawal. But I think they got a discount on the $25,000 accounts. Okay. So they have a discount on the $25,000 account. So I think it comes up to like, $200 or something. So yeah, really good trading conditions, razor sharp spreads. I mean, just cool. We've made the trading conditions exactly the same. Okay. But anyway, guys, I'm going to head off. We have some work to do. Next week, we are bringing a new CRM for Dominion markets. Brand new CRM for Dominion markets next week we're bringing. So till Friday, adios. I think I'll be live later on TikTok. On TikTok, I'm going to be live later on. So catch me outside. How about that? Okay. Canadians, yes, you can register. No problem. Anyway, See you guys on Friday. Adios.